Good afternoon and welcome back to Tiger Stadium in Detroit, the fourth and final game of this series between the White Sox and the Detroit Tigers. Sox hold an advantage 2-1, winning very dramatically last night, 6-2 with some late inning heroics. Alex Fernandez pitched a fine ball game, getting a no decision, but he really set the stage for that big White Sox ninth. It is a hot, humid day in Detroit, but what new? Sox are getting used to this weather as the Tigers take the field. They are led by Mike Moore, their starting pitcher. So with Detroit on the field, here is Gene Lamont's lineup for this afternoon. The Sox 48-34. That's their high weather point. High water mark with 14 games over the 500 mark. They are still 2 games behind Cleveland in the AL Central. Leading off in center field, one dog, Lance Johnson, batting second and left, Tim Raines. The big hurt, Frank Thomas, bats third. He plays first base. Cleanup man is DH Julio Franco. Robin Ventura plays third. He'll bat fifth, followed by right fielder Dan Howitt. Craig Grabeck gets a start at second base, hitting in the 7th position. Batting 8th behind the plate is Michael Vallier, and bringing up the rear at shortstop, Ozzie Guillen. Defensively for Detroit, Ricardo Ingram is in left field. Juan Samuel plays center, and Junior Felix is in right. Travis Fryman at third base. Alan Trammell is the shortstop. Chris Gomez at second, and Cecil Fielder at first base. The battery of Mickey Tettleton and Mike Moore. The numbers on Mike Moore on the season: he's 8-7 with a 6.01 earned run average in 18 ball games. 3 complete games to show for his efforts. Given up just 106 hits in 106 1/3 innings. Walks are very high. Look at this, 69 walks, just 43 strikeouts. American League is hitting .266 against Mike this season. His last start was a good victory, complete game against the Texas Rangers. Gave up just 7 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. Mike Moore in his career against the White Sox just 8-17. The umpires are good friends in blue. Drew Coble is at home plate. Chuck Merriweather at first base. Ted Hendry at second. And Gary Cedarstrom is the third base umpire. And it is hot and muggy here at Tiger Stadium this afternoon. Pitchers want to minimize their offerings to home plate because it's going to be tough. Wilson Alvarez is working on 3 days rest, but as we mentioned in the opening, he just worked 2 1/3 innings against the Milwaukee Brewers in losing his last start. So Wilson, who had 3 very good starts before that, going 8 innings in each one of them, will be going after his 10th victory of the season as he is still completing up his warm-up tosses down the right field bullpen here at Tiger Stadium. So the White Sox trying to gain some ground this afternoon against the Cleveland Indians. Cleveland creamed the Texas Rangers last night 13-2 at the ballpark at Arlington. So we're just about ready to start. Lance Johnson's getting ready to hit, and here's the Hawkaroo.
All right, Wimpy, thank you. And once again, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Tiger Stadium for White Sox baseball right here over WGN. Lance Johnson will lead it off, hitting at .278, a homer. He's knocked in 40. He's 4 for 13 in this series, but really has played much better than that. Made some fine defensive plays, stolen a big base, and done a lot of the little things. As the first pitch of the ball game from the big right-hander Mike Moore. Chris Gomez, 1 pitch, 1 out. Wimpy, we got 2 pitchers, one from Eakley, Oklahoma, and Mike Moore, the other from Maracaibo, Venezuela. Now, you think this beautiful day, the heat's going to bother them?
Yes, absolutely. This is a hitter's day. The ball is jumping out of this ballpark. I'll tell you one thing, they better throw a lot of ground balls because the way the ball was flying out of here this afternoon, there could be a lot of points on the board if they get some lift. The hitters, that is.
Wimpy with his weather and shadows.
Oh, they're coming later.
Here's Tim Raines. Rock hitting at .255, 8 homers. He's knocked in 33, 3 for 10 in this series, but he has 5 big RBIs. And one of the big things about the right-hander Mike Moore, he has to grab strike 1. If he pitches behind in the count, he's in big trouble. He's not going to overpower you. 8-17 lifetime against the Sox. Fastball high off the plate. So a 1-1 count. This is the 9th meeting of the year between these two clubs. They have split the first 8. They played 5 games here in Detroit, and the Tigers winning 3. Pops that pitch up. Get out of here. Coming back. Now Travis Fryman makes an adjustment. May have got his glasses on. May have stuck the edge of that sunglass in his eye. Boy, I've done that before. That hurts. Go to knock him down. He didn't do it there.
No, well, he didn't flip him down. They may have come down just accidentally on him, right on his nose. Of course, in your case, that would be a problem.
And before we show you our picks to click, you at home select yours. Oh, I'll get you for that, dude. Big Frank steps in, hitting at .375. 31 homers. He's knocked in 71. 3 for 11 in this series. 2 of those 3 hits have left the premises. And he's knocked in 5. Takes a strike on the outside corner. Fastball. High weather mark, huh?
I meant water, but I got weather on my brain.
Sox indeed is their high water mark of the year at 14 over, 48 and 34. Tigers 7 under at 38 and 45.
I heard you laughing at me in the background. That's why I came back with the other one.
That's inside. And let's check out our picks to click this afternoon. Skip Ellison, our producer, director, and the crew, went with Gray Bay. Wimpy going to go with Lance. I'm going to go with a big man.
Where is that high wire?
2-1. That ball ripped into the gap in left center field. Boy, Big Frank.
Wow.
That's his 23rd double, besides a 31 home run.
I would have loved to have seen some lift on that one, wouldn't you? Good grief. He just scalds this ball. What's a low fastball? And he got the favorable hitters count at 2-1, and watch it right here. Trying to come in on him, but just doesn't get there. He leaves it over the inner part. Frank adjusts with his hands and that left elbow and just nails it in the gap in left center. They're playing him that way, but they just didn't have enough time to get over there. Ingram, the left fielder.
That'll bring up Franco. Julio hitting at .314, 13 homers. He's knocked in 74. Just 1 hit and 11 at-bats in the first 3 games. Pick him up, 14. Strike. Outer half. 340 down the left field line, 365 in left center, 440 dead away center field, 370 in right center, and 325 down the right field line. A big crowd on hand. Tigers averaging 19,011. That's inside.
Tell you what, this looks like the biggest crowd we've had in this series.
That's a shame. This is such a great sports area. Boy, they just have not been able to draw this year.
Yeah. A new stadium, I think, would fix that.
No question about it. Up high. Well, these guys are getting in the position, if they're not already there. I was talking with some Tiger people prior to the game, that the Sox were with Old Comiskey Park. They're spending more money on the maintenance of Tiger Stadium than they are on a minor league system. And that's what the Sox were doing for so many years, spending more money on the maintenance of Old Comiskey Park than they were on the minor league system.
I don't think there's any doubt that that's happening.
And that's goofy.
Yeah, that's not right.
Alan Trammell right over the top in that patented classic throwing motion. Gets Franco, and that'll do it. Nothing across. A 2-out double by Big Frank. After having a play, it's the Sox nothing, and the Tigers coming up.
No score, bottom of the first inning here at Tiger Stadium in Detroit. And here's Sparky Anderson's lineup for this afternoon. Leading off and DHing, Tony Phillips. Batting second at second, Chris Gomez. Travis Fryman is the third baseman. He bats third. Big Cecil Fielder, male model for us full figure boys, is the cleanup guy at first base. Alan Trammell starts at shortstop, hitting fifth, followed by right fielder Junior Felix. Mickey Tettleton is behind the plate in the seventh position. Batting 8th in center is Juan Samuel, and bringing up the rear in left field, Ricardo Ingram. Defensively, the Sox have Raines, Johnson, and Howitt in the outfield. Ventura, Guillen, Graybeck, and Thomas are the infielders. The battery this afternoon of Spanky LaValliere and Wilson Alvarez. This season, Wilson is 9-4 with a .357 earned run average in 17 games, 2 complete ones. He has a shutout, 105 hits in 111 innings, 47 walks, 71 strikeouts. The American League is batting just .246 against Wilson. There you see the numbers in his last start on the 3rd against the Milwaukee Brewers. That was last Sunday at Comiskey Park.
All-purpose player Tony Phillips will lead it off. The DH this afternoon hitting at .274, 13 homers. He's knocked in 43, 1 for 12 in this series. That hit came in his first at bat in this series, and it left the park. Wilson, last time out, as Wimpy mentioned, not very effective, but there was reasons for it. I mentioned at the outset of that ball game he did not appear to be in it, and he certainly was not, as he was having some deep concerns about his wife, who had to go to the hospital. So it's very understandable. Breaking ball low, and the count evens at 1. Other American League action today will show California at New York, Toronto at Minnesota, Seattle at Boston, Oakland at Baltimore. Brewers take on the Royals at Kauffman Stadium, and Cleveland against the Rangers at the ballpark in Arlington. It'll be Nagy against Leary. Curveball low, so the count moves to 2-1. Over in the National League, Phillies take on the Giants at the Stick. Colorado at Florida, Pittsburgh at Cincinnati, Houston against the Cubs at Wrigley, Mets against the Dodgers in Los Angeles, and Montreal takes on San Diego at Jack Murphy. Three and 1 to count.
See, runs scored in the league. Frank Thomas way ahead of the pack, 89 runs. Kenny Lofton of Cleveland 77, and Phillips 6th with 65.
There's a good fastball strike outside corner. So a full count to the 35-year-old veteran. Tony Attanasio's protege.
Yes, he is.
Payoff pitch. It's back on top of the roof.
There's that high fastball from Alvarez. I think you've got to, until Tony Phillips shows you can hit that high heat, a good high fastball, you got to keep pumping him up there. With his hand action, just cocking, hands going way below his belt as he starts his swing, I just think it's real tough for him to get on top of a 90-mile-an-hour plus fastball.
Well, 3-2, though, you got to make sure it's in the zone. Early in the count, you're right, as that pitch upstairs out of the zone. So the leadoff walk. And that'll bring up the second baseman, Chris Gomez, youngest member of this Tiger lineup at 23, hitting at .269, 7 homers. He's knocked in 44. 3 for 9 in this series. This young man, we have not seen that much of it. Did not play that much in the first series here at Tiger Stadium. Since we've seen him, he's one of those guys, the more you see him, the better you like him.
Yeah, he can do a lot of things with the bat, too. You know, very nice defensive player, can play up the middle, and I'm sure he can play third as well. He's got some pop in his bat that I didn't realize first couple times we had seen him.
Just a decent lead by Phillips. He takes off. They should get him. Wow, bad throw into center field. Phillips started, then they had him hung up. I don't think Ozzie thought LaValliere was going to throw it. I think he paused momentarily. There was nobody at the bag. You see they had him cold turkey. But then after the throw goes into center, he's easily into second. So it'll be an error on LaValliere.
Yeah, hit and run on. Tough pitch for Gomez. And LaValliere, see, he's being screened a little bit by Gomez right there. So I don't know if he was really sure that Phillips turned back to first base. But somebody's got to be at second base. I mean,
yeah, that ball just a couple of feet to the right of the bag.
Yeah.
So you can't blame LaValliere on that one. Fastball, good one. 0-2.
Well, Gomez did a nice job of hitting last night. Runner at first base. He hit that hole between first and second. I'm sure that's what he had to be thinking of in this at bat right now with Phillips at second, nobody out. Got to get him to third.
He is a nice looking player. Put him away right here. Breaking ball down and in. There it was. He just got a piece of it.
Tough pitch to hit the opposite way. Get that runner over.
I'd sure like to see our guys, when they get 0-2, 1-2, start trying to put guys away than trying to make them nibble or chase a bad pitch. Just go ahead and put them away. You're still in a defensive posture, defensive mode at the plate, especially against good stuff. And we got a lot of good stuff on our staff.
Yeah. Don't let them see so many pitches.
Exactly. The more pitches you see, the better off you are. LaValliere once again to the inside. Fastball in there.
Well, you get that recall as a hitter too. Even if he misses badly, at least you see the velocity of that pitch or the movement of his curveball. And then when you try and put him away later, heck, that guy has seen that pitch virtually, so he's got a better chance to put it and play hard.
Well, that pitch right there now, if he's going to come back in, I think it's got to be with a breaking ball down. You don't want to double up on a 1-2 count to a guy, especially in this scenario when he's trying to get him over to third. There he did. Yes, he did. A breaking ball down low. And he's gone.
Wow, you can hear everything from up here, can't you? What a vantage point.
Best in the big leagues.
Yeah, Chris Gomez not very happy with himself. Check it out right here. Breaking ball.
See, that's a perfect pitch. After you've gotten to the 0-2 count, all of a sudden you miss with a fastball inside and a little bit up. You don't want to come back with another fastball in there again, so you don't want to double him up that way. But what you do want to do is come back with that breaking ball down, because he has seen the fastball up, and at that point you start making the hitter move his eyes.
He moved at that time. He thought that was going to be about bell tie. Good late movement. Here's Fryman. Got to keep the ball away from this guy.
287, 12 homers. He's knocked in 60. Takes a strike. Change up. That's trouble. That's a base hit. Tony Phillips being waved around. He will score in the Tigers for the third game in this four-game series. Jump out on top in the first inning. It's 1-0.
Well, he got this pitch away, but it was up. A lot of guys going to hit this pitch right here.
Change up.
Change up. See, Travis, he's really carrying his hands forward, but when you see a change up, heck, that's not that hard to adjust in the middle of that swing. The pitch is down and away. He's got no chance.
So the leadoff walk jumps up and bites Wilson Alvarez. And at this point, that is still an unearned run. Big Cecil steps in. Fastball. In the doubleheader on Tuesday, David Wells pitched a magnificent ball game as the Tigers won that one 6-2. In game 2 of that twin bill, it was a magnificent effort by Jack McDowell, setting a career high 11 strikeouts in 6 innings. as the Sox won it 6-4. Then last night, Alex, he had to battle, but he really pitched well. Actually, he was outpitched by Bill Gullickson, who went 7 scoreless innings. But the Sox with 5 big tallies in the top of the ninth. A very exciting finish. Won it 6-2. Fastball high. 1-1 to count. Cecil, 19 homers, 58 knocked in. He is 2 for 11 in this series with a homer and 4 RBIs. Fastball. Cecil coming off the pitch with his head.
Well, if you want to pitch to Cecil Fielder very effectively, Wilson Alvarez has the fastball this afternoon to do it. That fastball upstairs above the belt. He'll chase it, too.
There you got him. Fastball, he's gone. And that's out number 2.
Comes inside with the heater, just freezes Cecil. Well, you mentioned that. See, his hands were already committed. You're right. And you said on the previous one that his head was coming off the ball. Well, one of the reasons you get out there too quick, your hands come forward, everything's out of kilter. And right there, he couldn't pull the trigger.
Here's the 36-year-old veteran shortstop, Alan Trammell. Hitting at .301, 6 homers. He's knocked in 24. He is 0 for 4 in this series. Chopper on the short hop. Nice recognition right there by Ventura. Throws him out, and that'll do it. But an unearned run for the Tigers, and after 1, they lead it 1-0. Nothing Tigers here in the top of the 2nd inning. For the Sox, it'll be Ventura, Howitt, and Graybeck. And as Robin steps in, a reminder, Ameritech Cellular presents a spectacular fireworks show following the Saturday, July 16th game against the Cleveland Indians at 6:05. So for tickets, just dial 312-831-1 Sox. Here's Robin hitting at .260, 13 homers. He's knocked in 58. 1 for 8 in this series. That ball hit hard into left center field. Ricardo Ingram goes back. It'll be off the base of the fence, so a leadoff double for Ventura. For Robin, that is 2-bagger number 12.
Well, that's a great start for Robin today. Didn't waste any time going after that first pitch fastball. I think you're going to have to do that against Mike Moore. You're going to try and throw one in there like Gullickson did yesterday. Robin got the head out. He has not been able to do that with much consistency about the last week or so. Right at the base of the fence. So a good start of this inning. See if Dan Howitt can get him the 3rd.
Danny hitting at .222. Takes it low and inside. Boy, he put an exhibition on in batting practice.
Unbelievable. He had at least 3 balls on the roof. He was up there in Red Giroux country a couple times.
Yeah. Pops it up into short center field. Nobody's going to be able to get there. As Juan Samuel, and now nobody's at second as Howard will move into there. So men on second, third, nobody out on a big. Well, we said earlier, first part of the game, might be the Tigers coming in second in the league in defense, but that is so misleading because they have just been playing horrible defensively.
Yes, they have. Talking to a lot of Detroit people. First of all, they don't have enough range to get to a lot of balls, so you can't give errors for that. Right there, that's a mental play. Cecil Fielder's got to be at second base. He is taught to trail the runner. And, of course, I'm sure that he felt like the ball was going to be caught. So Dan Howitt, well, Samuel should have caught the ball anyway.
Sure. So the Sox catch a big break.
Wow.
And they're going to give Howard a double. And here's Graybeck. Tries to take that slider into right field, which is the correct thing to do. Tigers with the infield back where they should be.
Yeah. What's that? A day like today at Tiger Stadium, you can't play your infield in, try to cut off a run, because chances are there are going to be some runs put on the board. 1 in, 1 over is the theory right here with Graybeck.
Little Craig, 5 for 10 in this series. There's
Hello.
a base hit into right field. That's going to get the job done. They'll hold Howard at third as Ventura scores. Craig falls down going around first, and the game is tied at 1.
Aren't little guys not ever supposed to fall down? That's a great job of hitting. Hopefully he didn't hurt any ankle, because Craig was on the disabled list with some ankle problems. Boy, nice job of hitting right there. You see the pitch on the outside corner and down. He goes right out there with it, with a bullet to right field. No chance for Howard to score, but he's at third base for LaValliere.
LaValliere 2 for 7 in this series. Outfield swung well around to the left. A lot of room down in that right field area. That sinker misses low. Couple of partials for you after an inning and a half at the stadium. Angels and Yankees are tied at 1. Randy Velarde is homered. That's Langston against Jimmy Key. Langston 5 and 4. Key 12 and 2. After an inning and a half at the Humphrey Dome, no score. Blue Jays and the Twins. That's Leiter against Guardado. That fastball misses, and it's 2-0 with Dan Howard at third and Craig Graybeck at first. Nobody down. 1-4-1 for the Sox. 1-1-0 for Detroit. Three and 0 the count. And a scoring change, which is a correct one. They have changed the era from LaValliere to Ozzie. That's ball 4, and that'll load him up. So the first walk issued by Mike Moore, and here comes Ozzie.
Mike Moore is just giving the opposition a lot of extra chances to score. He's walked a lot of guys. 69. That's his 70th walk of the year in just over 107 innings. That's way too much for him, because he's not a power guy anymore. He's not the power pitcher he once was. No, he can't.
Boy, when he first came in, he had one of the better right-handed arms.
Ooh.
In all of baseball.
And #1 pick of the Seattle Mariners. Yeah, he had a good fastball. He could sink it, cut it, and he had great velocity. Also threw a four-seamer, so he actually had 3 different fastballs to work with. And then he became, and really fell in love with that split finger pitch, Hawk. And could that have taken away from his fastball?
I don't think there's any question about it, Duke.
Yeah. He fell in love with the splitter. He doesn't have the best split finger pitch in the world either, but his velocity on his fastball seems to have really decreased.
Fouls that fastball away. Ozzie 4 for 11 in this series, and he has really played some good defense. Ozzie been playing great.
Yes, sir. Big sacrifice fly last night.
He's been doing everything, making all the plays, moving runners around, running the bases extremely aggressively. He upset with himself right there as the count moves to 0-2. Sacks packed with Sox. Howard at third. Little Craig Grayback at second. And LaValliere at first. Mickey Tuttle with the sign, moves to the outside. 1-2. I'm a good splitter down.
Good idea.
Like, just throw him your best splitter down. Those
Better idea.
Those are the ones that Ozzie just rakes.
It's unbelievable. Best split finger fastball hitter I've seen.
Me too. That fastball outside, that's going to be out of play as Kleiman will run out of room. So 3 consecutive hits and a walk have Mike Moore in a whole bunch of trouble. Moore in his career has won 153 times. He has lost 158 times. Outside 2-2. So Moore going with the hard stuff here to Ozzie. Meanwhile, Ozzie's seen 4 pitches. Once again, Mickey now setting up down the middle. Beats that splitter away. Well, one thing about Mike Moore, for the most part, a lot of people have wondered how he's been able to command the money he's made. But you know what you're going to get with him.
Yeah. He's the only active pitcher with at least 32 starts over the last 10 years.
And that has
averaging
big value.
Oh, yeah. Going to get a lot of innings from Mike Moore. You know, some are going to be quality innings, some not so quality. But he's going to go out there.
And according to the staff that you have, you need a guy who's going to give you a lot of innings, and especially in this Tiger scenario. They need a guy like Moore a lot more than a club like, say, the Sox, where you've got the quality starters we have. Is that pitch fouled away? Because you can only go that well so many times, so many consecutive days.
How about that?
Ozzie just wears this park out, doesn't he? Nobody out, bases loaded. And Moore with another 2-2 pitch coming up. He gets him. So a big strikeout for Mike Moore. And that'll bring up Lance Johnson.
Split finger pitch right there. Boy, that had a lot of late movement down out of the strike zone. Looked like it was going to be a knee-high fastball to Ozzie. And then it just dips into the ground.
Lance 0 for 1, bounced out to Chris Gomez last inning at the first pitch of the ball game.
First couple pitches. Actually, the first pitch is going to be real big to Lance Johnson because Moore doesn't want to throw his fastball to Lance. Lance wants to get that good fastball count.
He does. Look at the hop by Cecil Fielder over to Trammell. They're not going to be able to get Lance Johnson as Dan Howard scores, and the Sox take a 2-1 lead. RBI number 41 for one dog.
And Lance turned on this fastball and hit it hard. Look at the Sunday hop Cecil Fielder gets right off the cut of the grass. Wheels that big body, gives a good throw to Trammell, but there's no chance to get Lance Johnson, who's flying down that line.
Keep it going, 30. Tim Raines steps in. He popped up. Foul territory to Fryman. Lance just 1 for 5 last night, but it was a big one. A 2-run double to put the Sox up 4-2. Mike Moore has a good move to first base for a right-hander. At one time, he had the best move in this league for a right-hander. In fact, it was a balk move when he broke both those knees down. But only a few would get called on him. Pitch out, nothing on. Lance with 22 stolen bases and 26 attempts. I like that pitch out first pitch from our standpoint.
Oh, yeah. It gives Tim Raines' mind to turn in right there, knowing that Frank Thomas is on deck. He's liable to throw him a fastball where he can get himself in a position to get the head of the bat out.
There's a base hit. Graybeck will score. Lance on his way to third. He'll get there. Now Raines with a big, hard turnaround first. Stops. And it's a 3-1 ball game. Yes, sir. I like that pitch out.
Well, he got the pitch he wanted, 2 on the next one. He knows with Big Frank coming up, that first pitch is crucial. And when you give him a ball, right here, watch. Look, Timmy does not dive out across the plate as we have seen him in recent weeks. He just kind of stays back, very minimal head movement, and he lashes it out into left center field. So nice job by Rock in hitting. And that's his 34th RBI of the season.
And 6th in this series. Big Frank doubled. He smoked a low fastball into left center field last inning. Frank with 31 homers, 23 doubles, and a triple. 55 extra base hits. Takes a strike. Hitting .377 as he stands in. That's good.
That's real good.
There's a breaking ball, sweeps low and away. And the count evens at 1.
Oh, Paul O'Neill's jumped up. 379. Albert Bell, Kenny Lofton, Will the Thrill, and Chili Davis. Wow, what a year he's having for the Angels.
There's a shot base hit right back through the middle. He heard it. Rock on his way to third. He'll get there as Lance scores, and it's 4-1. RBI number 72 for the Big Hurt.
Wow. Well, let's take a look at this one. Oh, boy. First one was a low fastball. Let's see what this one is. It's almost the same pitch. This one was out over the plate a little bit more, and Frank just creams it up the middle. Thank goodness nobody was near that ball. He claps his backside. And that time,
he can do it on something down. If the ball's a little better than thigh high up and you do it, you're underneath it.
Yeah. He's had 2 good pitches to hit.
And he's hit them hard.
Uh-huh.
Keep it going, 14. Franco grounded out to Alan Trammell. Pops that pitch up, foul territory. Big Cecil giving chase. Nobody's going to be able to get there. As we have some activity down in the Tiger pen, right-hander Joe Baver. Poof, there he is.
Yeah. You know, Cecil is like one of those alligators. He can run hard for about, 20 yards or so, and then he kind of shuts it down a little bit.
And straight.
Yeah.
Don't make him zigzag.
No. Please. There he is, 6'3", 250 pounds of him.
What hurts? He has some agility.
Yeah, he does.
Both those big men do. 0-2 the count. Julio.
Oh, Frank, 6'5", 235, and Cecil, 6'3", 250. Why is the field tilted that way? I don't understand.
Boy, there's some strong men right there, isn't it?
Hey, Chuck Merriweather,
he's a big,
he's
big
no
guy.
midget. And then there's Manzo.
Tettleton. That ball hit on the ground to second base. Gomez up with it. Over to Cecil, and that'll retire the side, but not before 4 runs cross the plate on 5 hits. No errors. They leave 2, and after an inning and a half, it's 4-1 good guy. Tail of the tape here in the bottom of the second inning. 4-1 Sox. 4 runs in the top half of the second for the Tigers. It'll be Felix, Tettleton, and Samuel. Wilson Alvarez trying to pick up his 10th victory of the year, his 2nd of the season against the Tigers, and his 4th career-wise. There you see Junior 2 for 11 in this series. Both those hits coming in his last 2 at-bats last night. One of 3 switch hitters in this Tiger lineup. Jams himself. Ozzy's there. Sucks it up. 1 pitch. 1 out. So with 1 out here in the bottom of the second, let's pause for station identification.
This is America's #1 sports station, WGN-TV, Chicago.
Along with the Duke Meister, Tom Podchorik. This is Ken Harrelson from Tiger Stadium. Finale of this 4-game set. Sox trying to make it 3-1 against Detroit. Here's Mickey hitting a .272, 14 homers. He's knocked in 41, 0 for 9 in the series. Sox have really pitched him tough.
Well, they're not making great pitches at the knees on the outside corner.
Those leave the park with Mickey.
That's right. Well, he can hook those in the seats.
Fouls that one down.
And the White Sox wives present Making Memories, a sports memorabilia auction benefiting the Cabrini Greens Gardening Project. This event, which includes a live auction, buffet, and autograph lottery with White Sox players, will be held on Saturday, July 16th at Michael Jordan's Restaurant, starting at 11 a.m. For more information, call 312-451-5294, and we can assure you that the players will be there. Promise.
Good curveball, and Mickey's gone. 3rd strikeout for Wilson. The thing about the Tigers, they will punch out.
Oh, leading the world in that category. Sox are the toughest team to strike out. A lot of guys are going to punch out on this one.
Why, that's
Wait a minute.
pretty good pitch to hit right
I thought
there.
that was better. Well, obviously the speed is what got Mickey. Well, he's in a bit of a funk. He's moving up at the plate, those hands going forward.
Here's Juan Samuel, center fielder. Curveball high. There are the numbers on Samuel: 296, 3 and 11. 2 for 3 in this series with a homer. Change up, pops him up left side. Ozzie makes the play, and that'll do it. 1, 2, 3 for Alvarez. After 2, Sox by 3.
Four-1 White Sox, top of the 3rd inning at Tiger Stadium in Detroit. 4-6-1 for the good guys in black. 1-1-0 for the Detroit Tigers. Boy, the Sox in the 3 previous games in this series waited a while to get that offense going, but they have not wasted any time this afternoon against Mike Moore, putting a 4 spot on the board in the 2nd. Here's Robin Ventura, who started it off with a double. Takes a fastball down low. So Robin now hitting .262 with 13 homers, 58 driven in on the season. Change up, that one misses down low. No, they say. 2-0 on Ventura. And on that event on the 16th at Michael Jordan, some great auction items, so we really encourage you to show up. Quilt made by the White Sox wives, and autographed baseball memorabilia from just about every great player in baseball, plus some Michael Jordan autographed items. So it should be a good event. Yeah, each one of the White Sox wives knitted a 10 by 10 inch square for the quilt. Yeah,
that should be a nice one.
Oh yeah. Robin walks. So with the runner at first base, Dan Howitt will hit. Dan had a bloop double to center field. Good hustle got him there, as nobody was home. So Dan hitting at an even 300 as he stands in. Outfield bunch, that's the way the Tigers play it. Give them the lines. Take away the gaps here at Tiger Stadium. There's a fastball on the outside corner. Sox with 5 hits last inning. Mike Moore misses. The count even at 1. Change-up fouled at home plate. And Ameritech presents the official White Sox hotline. Call 976 WSOX anytime for the latest game reports, Sox news, and special event information. Each call just 95 cents. That's 976 WSOX, 976-9769 for the Ameritech White Sox hotline. 1-2 to Howitt coming. Splitter grounded to shortstop. Can Trammell do it? Gomez. They got it. 6-4-3. Pretty basic right here. Dan Howitt goes after a split finger pitch. Good pitch by Moore. He's got to get ground balls. And a nice job of turning it there by Chris Gomez. Robin was going after him. So 2 down for Graybeck. Craig had an RBI single. Great job of hitting his last time up. Runners at second and third. Nobody out. Did what he had to do. Got the runner to third. And he pushed across a run. That was the first White Sox run of this ball game. Fastball right by him. Tigers are a pretty good team at home this year, 24-17, but on the road they have been bad, 14-28. Sox, on the other hand, 22-17 on the road, 5 games over 500. Fastball up high. And the White Sox are 26-17 at Comiskey Park this year. So consistency, home and a road for the Sox. Last year, of course, the Sox were the best road team in the American League. Hit to right field. Junior Felix towards the line. He drops it to fair ball. He doesn't know it. It's in the bullpen. He can't find the ball. And they're going to call a ground rule double.
That's right. Drew Coble making the right play here. Going to keep him at third base. Now, once again, we were talking about the Tigers' defense. Play last night, the Junior Felix should have caught off Tim Raines. Right there, not a hard play. He thought he was in foul territory, and now the ball is touched. But Drew Coble, watching the progress of Graybeck, awards him third base.
Oh, boy. Jose De Leon touched it. Wonder if he didn't touch it, could that have been a homer?
Possibly.
I mean, gone 4 base errors.
Possibly.
Wow, it's Spanky a little tardy, slashes that one foul. Boy, a lot of times when you're running, especially to the side and in, if you're running on your heels, that ball is bouncing around on you. It was not a tough play for Felix. So we have seen some shabby defense already in this ball game as LaValliere pulls that one. Okay, Jose, you can pick that one up. He's just going to sit there now. "4-1 White Sox, top of the 3rd inning from Tiger Stadium. Runner at 3rd and 2 out. LaValliere, an 0-2 pitch coming up. Splitter, grounded foul. He'll need a new weapon. And while we have a moment, the pitching matchups in Milwaukee. On Friday, Jason Beret will go against Angel Miranda. Saturday, Scott Sanderson against Ricky Bonas. Ricky Bonas on the All-Star team. And Jack McDowell against Bill Wegman on Sunday. And then the All-Star break.
I'm glad we're missing Eldred.
Yeah, a little payback might be in order for him, huh? Splitter in the dirt. Good job by Tettleton blocking that one.
It's about a 51-footer. It's about a 9-foot putt for you, Duke.
Wow. I could miss it.
You could
Big
free
time.
putt from there.
There's a grounder. Good pitch by Moore. On the off-speed offering, LaValliere grounds out. The White Sox come up empty here in the 3rd, but after 2.5, still lead it 4-1. "4-1 White Sox, bottom of the 3rd inning from Tiger Stadium. The Sox trying to make it 3 out of 4 here in Detroit. And they've got a good start. Wilson Alvarez throwing the ball extremely well. Gave up an unearned run in the 1st inning. So in the bottom of the 3rd will be the top of the Tiger order. Tony Phillips, Chris Gomez, and Travis Fryman. Oh, check that. Ricardo Ingram is going to lead things off. He's the 9th place hitter. Then we'll get to the top of the lineup with Tony Phillips and Gomez. Ingram, 273 hitter, no homers, 1 driven in. He was just recently called up from Toledo. The Mud Hens of the International League. Toledo just 90 miles south of Detroit. Grounder left side, Robin Ventura. So Ingram way out in front of a changeup. And the first out of the Tiger 3rd.
And let's check out today's Aflac trivia question. Who was the first player elected to the All-Star Game starting lineup as a write-in candidate since the voting was restored to the fans? What are you going to say, Duke?
A write-in candidate? I mean, he's not on the list?
Right. I'm going to go with Rico Carty.
The big boy. He can hit on the moon.
He could hit. Good guy.
Rico Carty, huh? Wow. Al Kaline. It's got to have a Detroit flavor. Tony Phillips. Ah, good changeup. Way out in front. Tony walked and scored in the 1st inning. Keep this guy off the base paths. Scored 66 runs now. 6th best in the American League.
You going to go with Kaline?
Yeah. What year was that anyway? Breaking ball up high. Sox not real deep with Tony Phillips at the plate. Tony with 13 homers already on the season. That curveball misses. 2-1. And in our scoreboard, the Angels 2-1 over the Yankees. Yankees falling on some hard times. They're just a half a game ahead of Baltimore now. Blue Jays 1-0 over the Twins in the 4th inning at the Hubert Horatio Humphrey Metrodome. High strike call by Drew Coble on the fastball. 2-2. Baltimore and the Sox have identical records.
Oh, we've had some good umpiring in this series.
Yeah. And Drew Coble, one of the better ones in the league, behind the plate. Fastball got him. Foul tip hung on by LaValliere. So he went upstairs with Phillips. We talked about it's going to be tough for him to get his hands back up on a 90-plus fastball. And he couldn't do it this time.
Especially when he's down or even in the count. Now, if he's on top, much easier for him to get there. But he is less susceptible to go after that pitch if he's on top in the count.
Yeah, that's true. I still don't like it. I used to like the way he used to hit. He may get a little bit more power when he gets the head of the bat out, but he's going to strike out a lot. The Tigers do not need more strikeout people in their lineup. Chris Gomez takes the ball outside. The Sparkaroo. Pound for pound, he could be one of the finest managers of all time. Fastball shot right back up the middle. Thank goodness Wilson got out of the way. So Gomez turns on a heater for a 2-out single.
As we mentioned, he's just a good-looking young player. He's the kind of player that impresses you, that he's just going to get better and better and better. That's a bullet. Well, you're right. If that's back at Wilson, he's gone.
And look at it, stops before it even comes close to Lance Johnson. That's how thick this grass is at Tiger Stadium. Boy, you just got to hit a bullet through this infield. Here's Travis Fryman, an RBI single his first time up. Got a changeup up and out over the plate. Good pitch on the outside corner.
As we've talked about in the first 2 days of this series here, that's exactly what the Tigers want. Frank Pinnock, the groundskeeper here, one of the better ones in all of baseball. And he's done his job. As you mentioned earlier, look at that 24-17 home record. Because they don't have a whole bunch of range defensively, and this certainly adds to that range. And they're a home run hitting team, fly ball hitting team.
Right. He shanks that one into the White Sox dugout or just by it. Tigers have struck out 30 times in this series. It's nothing new for them. I think they're averaging about 8 a game in that range.
Yeah, I think to be exact, 7.8 going into last night's. And that's exact, Wimp, Peru.
Nice going. Pound for pound, you could be. Peter. Backhand Ozzie to throw. They got the force play. Good play by Ozzie Guillen, and that will end the Tiger third. They come up empty. Sox lead it 4-1.
Top of the 4th inning. Sox by 3. Ozzie Guillen to lead it off, and what a beautiful play he made on a hot shot off the bat of Travis Fryman to force Chris Gomez at second. In the bottom of the 3rd inning. Boy, it was just a bullet. Ozzie, who was credited with an error early on a correct call by the official scorer, Rich Shook. I tell you, from what we've seen, of course, Bob Rosenberg back at Comiskey Park, who we feel is the best in the league. This guy, Rich Shook's a good one, too.
Yes, he is. He'll ask you.
Yeah. And that's what all good ones do. They'll check, they'll ask around, because the majority of them, once they make up their mind, it's etched in stone, even though they could be wrong.
And they won't retract it either. Won't change anything.
Ozzie 0 for 1. And the 1-strike pitch. Chops that breaking ball foul. Beautiful day here in Tiger Stadium.
Way too hot.
Oh, crack, whang, whang, whang.
I'll tell you what, it's hot, it's humid, it's muggy.
It's perfect.
It's great to be alive. I will say that.
Well,
Temperatures.
as long as you're on the right side of that grass, you're in good shape, Duke.
A lot cooler downstairs. Well, actually,
Your what hurts?
might be a little hotter. We're winding
Ooh,
up.
a tough hop made nicely by Fryman. He's got a gun, throws him out. One go. And let's check out our Aflac trivia question and answer. Who was the first player elected to the All-Star Game starting lineup as a write-in since the voting was restored back to the fans?
You're amazing. When did Elwood tell you the answer?
You don't remember that?
No, not at all.
Well, he was only hitting about 480 at the time.
Shoot, I was barely born. I was just a babe then.
Lance got a good pitch to bunt. Fouled it back.
Third year in the
Wimpy,
Marines.
I was getting ready to say you're in your second tour. You'd re-up twice. After going 7 years to Houston.
7 hard years.
It's hard playing football with a broken leg, isn't it?
Darn right it is. And no brain.
21 to count.
And while we have a moment, Rick Riz, their Tiger outstanding radio announcer, wants to make sure we said hello to his mom and dad, Don and Julie Riz, in Blue Island, cheering for a White Sox victory. Well, they may have mixed emotions, but...
Oh, there for the White Sox.
Okay.
That's into right field. It should be a can of corn.
Oh, you're hard, man.
2 down. It'll bring up Tim Raines. He's 1 for 2, an RBI single back in the second. That was a 2-out RBI single, followed up by Big Frank's 2-out RBI single. The Sox just continue to knock in those 2-out runs. Man, look at that game last night. Four 2-out runs scored in the top of the 9th inning. That's good.
That's real good. That's clutch.
Usually that happens in streaks with a club. They'll get hot for a while, knocking a lot of 2-out runs, and they'll go for a long time, cannot knock in a 2-out run. This club has been doing it all year long. Even when they were in that funk for 10 days.
Yeah, whenever we scored, it was with 2 out. That's for sure.
So the Sox are 2 games back of the Tribe, the red hot Tribe. Boy, they came out smoking last night against the Rangers down at the ballpark in Arlington. It'll be Nagy against Tim Leary, newly acquired right-hander for the Rangers. As you look at Jays and Twins tied at 1, 4th inning at the Humphrey Dome. The Puckmeister went deep. That's ball 4. 2-out walk to Rock. 3rd walk issued by Mike Moore. And here comes the big hurt. Frank double in the 1st. Hard. Single and a run in the 2nd. Hard. No duck snorts in those 2.
No, sir. I'd like to see a little bit of elevation in either one of them.
I think he hit that single back in the 2nd hard, and he hit the double. Nice pitch, didn't get it, and the count 1-0. 379, 31 homers. He's knocked in 72. There goes Rock. Fakes it. Now pulls up. Got a bad jump. And the count 2-0. Raines 9 for 9 in stolen bases. Right there. Spun his wheels a little bit. I'll tell you what, if there's a strike this year, it's going to break my heart. Here's Franken.
Yeah.
Junior. Things going great with the divisional. How's it going to affect you, Duke?
Adversely.
Turn him loose.
Well,
3-0 pitch. Oh, he made a nice strike on the outside corner.
You know, we have no control over those things, so there's absolutely nothing we can do, so why worry about it?
I don't worry about it. I'm just saying it's going to break my heart because there are too many good things going on.
Yeah.
The game itself is great. The attendance is up. The players are just super, having great years, fantastic seasons. That's ball 4. That's the 81st time this year that the Big Hurt has walked.
Don't worry, I'll think of something. Get these two sides together.
Julio is grounded to short, and he's grounded to second. 2 out here in the top of the 4th. 4-6-1 for the Sox. 1-2-1 for the Tigers. Slider high. As we talked about before the game, Mike Moore has got to be on top in the count. He pitches from behind. It's just a matter of time. Of course, you can say that about a whole bunch of pitchers.
Yeah. Most of them. There's a hanging slider right there. Julio just opened up way too quick on that. Not his customary up the middle opposite field swing.
Moore ready with the 1-1. There's a shot. Trammell's got it. Oh, he hammered it. Just didn't quite get it up high enough. Nothing across for the Sox. And after 3.5, they lead it by 3. Sox with 4 in the top of the 2nd inning after the Tigers had taken the lead with an unearned run in the 1st. And Wilson Alvarez will face Cecil Fielder, Alan Trammell, and Junior Felix. RBIs if you joined us late. Lance Johnson, Tim Raines, Frank Thomas, and the first one was driven in by Craig Graybeck. So here's Big Cecil, Wimpy's buddy.
Friend.
Wilson got him with a good fastball. Caught looking back in the 1st inning. Alvarez with 1 walk has 4 punch-outs. Curveball outside. Change up. Checks it up. Did not go in to count 2-0. So the Sox will board their charter after this afternoon's ball game. Head on out to Milwaukee. Like we told you the starting matchups there. Jason Barea against Angel Miranda. Tomorrow on Friday. We'll have that game for you right here over WGN. Foul tipped. Good pitch. Good location. On the count 2-1. On Saturday, Scott Sanderson against Ricky Bonas. Well, he has pitched some outstanding baseball this year, and especially against us. And he has lost a tough luck closer both times.
Yeah.
He is a good-looking pitcher.
Yeah, they got him from San Diego in that Gary Sheffield trade.
Gas. 2-2. He is whistling the ball right on by Big Cecil.
I'll do it again.
Good concept, Duke.
Go ahead. Yeah, that San Diego team, boy, if they ever kept their players together, they would have the 27 Yankees.
Full count.
Yeah, it's one thing about the Padres. They must have great scouts. But once they get there, they just can't keep them.
Stuff happens.
Yeah.
Here's the payoff pitch. Yes,
Wow.
he's gone. Got it in a good location as well. Just giddy up on it. This is a tough pitch. I don't care what the count is.
Oh, yeah.
2-0 or 3-2.
3-2 heater. Get your red hot right there. It's belt high over the plate. He was right there on the corner. Cecil trying to extend those arms. Couldn't reach it.
Here's Trammell. Grounded out to Robin Ventura. Robin made a nice play on him. Short hop. Takes a curveball inside. The Brewers, they're playing the Kansas City Royals at Kauffman Stadium. They have a 7:05 start, so we'll beat them by a whole bunch into Milwaukee.
Yeah.
That'll be Eldred against Flash Gordon. Well, that's a good pitching matchup right there.
Very good matchup. Two
Some good
talented
stuff going out to that mound. It's chopped foul.
That Flash Gordon's got one of the best curveballs you'll ever see. Changing speeds on it. When he's got command of it, he is unbelievable. He's a power pitcher with a curveball.
Well, you know, Eldred against us his last start and his 5 previous starts have worked 44 innings.
Yeah.
Didn't have his good fastball at all against the Sox. But as we talked about, he should have his good fastball tonight. Takes a nice hop for Ozzie. Gives him a chance to get there. And there's 2 gone. Ball hit the seam of the grass. And with 2 out, here's the right fielder, Junior Felix. He also grounded out to Ozzie his first trip.
And there's really not a whole lot of future for ground ball hitters in this ballpark, is there? I tell you, can you get it closer to the plate than Junior Felix is?
Change up. Stay in here. Lavalle gets rid of the mask. Now has a play. And makes
Hello.
it. 1, 2, 3 for Wilson. After 4, it's 4-1 good guys. A reminder, this copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Chicago White Sox and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of the Chicago White Sox.
He's butter.
Robin Ventura gets set to lead off the top of the 5th inning. 4-1 Sox. 4-6-1 for the good guys. 1-2-1 for the Tigers. Robin has doubled. He started off that 4-run second. Looks at it down low. He also walked to start off the 3rd. Mike Moore with 4 base on balls, 1 strikeout. That's low in the count, 2-0.
I like the way Robin took those last 2 pitches. His hands stayed very quiet. They stayed back. He's been having trouble getting his body way out, and his hands are dragging behind him.
Well, when you're going bad, Wimpy, those hands are going forward.
There.
When you're going good, those hands are staying back.
Why is that?
Isn't that amazing?
Hello.
Boy, that's foul, but he ripped it.
Wow. That was a great swing right there. His hands were right back there. Of course, the count. He took the 2 pitches nicely, got the hitter's count. Really ripped that one. His hands were back perfectly. Of course, Robin, to me, is always more dangerous when he's pulling the ball. With the hands back, that's picture perfect. Remember how you did that.
That ball way back. You can put it on the board. Yes. I mean, a rocket out of here for Ventura. His 14th homer, 59th RBI, and it's 5-1 Sox. Hello.
He killed it. The way he took those first 2 pitches and ripped the foul ball, he was all over this one. No doubt off the bat, Robin nails it. So he's 2 for 3 with a double and a homer. Actually 2 for 2 with a walk. Look at this inside corner, and he is so lightning quick. Well, I tell you, it's amazing the bat speed that you have too when your hands stay back.
That ball smoked into center field. Juan Samuel goes back. He's going to have to watch it bounce into the stands for a ground rule double for Dan Howard. So Danny 2 for 3 with 2 doubles.
Well, he hits this one hard right at that 415 mark, just to the right of center field. Sparky Anderson motioning. Well, you got to pitch him in. You threw the ball out over the plate. Howard with those long arms. He gets extended for his 3rd double of the season. And Joe Baver once again warming up.
Here's Craig Graybeck. He's 1 for 2. RBI single and scored a run in the 2nd inning. Still got to get that man over. Good pitch by Moore. Good fastball outside corner.
Ventura's homer was 387 feet.
Yeah, right.
The upper tank. Boy, it was just starting to rise. Like your 5-iron.
That's inside, 1-1.
Need Robin to get hot.
He will.
So he's having one of those all or nothing situations.
Yeah.
When he's swinging the bat good, I mean, he is right on everything and killing it. But when he's not, he can't buy a hit.
There, they're going to get
Beautiful.
it done. Good sacrifice bunt right there by Graybeck. 1 out. Howard into 3rd.
Well, Craig was doing such a good job of hitting the ball the opposite way anyway. But he decided right there, his decision, I'm sure, to bunt on his own, get him, which is what he was most comfortable with in that particular at bat.
Yeah, Gene may have wanted him to swing the bat right there,
Yeah.
but still. He gets the job done. That's a big thing as LaValliere steps in. He's walked and grounded to 2nd. Tigers with the infield in. Outfield swung around to the left. That splitter. 1-0 the count.
Well, especially since Graybeck's been swinging the bat so well in this series.
Craig 6 for 12 in this series.
That's good.
Made a couple of good defensive plays. When he won the count. Here's a big pitch right here for Moore. And it's 1-1. Up high, 2 balls and a strike. So LaValliere in good shape. Here's a shot, base hit into left field. Howard will score, and it's a 6-1 ball game. So here comes Papa Smurf. He has made the sign. Mike Moore, the 34-year-old veteran right-hander, will depart. Breaking the action, and we'll be back with the numbers on right-hander Joe Baver right after this.
Six-1 White Sox, top of the 5th inning here at Tiger Stadium. A pitching change for Detroit. Sparky Anderson pulls Mike Moore and brings in Joe Leavitt to Baver. Joe this season 6-2, 4.06 earned run average in 34 games. He has saved 1. 62 innings, given up 59 hits, 33 walks, 38 strikeouts. Palm ball is his specialty. He will throw that at any time during the count. Got good movement on it as you look at Sparky. Well, the Sox would love to hold on and win this one. Wilson Alvarez throwing the ball very well. Has given up just 2 hits in 4 innings of work on this hot, steamy, muggy afternoon in the Motor City.
A perfect day here in Detroit, as that run given up by Wilson Alvarez was unearned in the 1st inning. So here's Ozzie. Ozzie 0 for 2. Fastball. Pretty good heater right there by Baver. He joined us late. Tigers with 1 in the 1st. Sox with 4 in the 2nd. 2 here in the top of the 5th inning. Fastball misses, and the count 1-1. And we certainly want to wish Jim Carvelis and all the guys at the CGA a very successful tournament out at Lake Tahoe. And wish the best to our buddy Dale Talon.
Right.
A little looper in the left field. Tony Phillips to check that. Ingram coming on, makes the catch. And that's out number 2.
Let's see. The tournament will be starting tomorrow, right?
Yeah, they have big crowds out there. That's
Lake Tahoe, nice and cool.
Yeah.
Is that what we're talking?
Yeah. Lance 0 for 3, but he has knocked in a run and he has scored a run. Palm ball strike. Jim Carvelis, a good man, does a great job in putting those CGA events on. And for all the fans in that area, they got a terrific field out there, so I believe it's Edgewood Golf Course.
I don't know. I wasn't contacted.
Fouls the fastball back.
Invited, I think, is another word.
Yeah, that's $600 or $700 last place money out there, dude.
Right. Don't think I'm not counting that.
That's hit into right field. Junior Felix makes the catch. That'll retire the side, but Robin Ventura's 14th homer, an RBI single by LaValliere. Halfway home, Sox lead at 6-1.
You're looking at Tiger Stadium in Detroit, where the White Sox and the Tigers are completing a 4-game series in 3 days. Wilson Alvarez has a 6-1 lead as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. 6-9-1 for the good guys in black. 1 run, 2 hits, and 1 error for the Detroit Tigers. They are tied at 2 at New York, California, playing the Yankees. Mark Langston and Jimmy Key. Jimmy Key 12-2. Jimmy, he's poised to start the All-Star game then, wouldn't he be? Wouldn't you think he'd be the starter? As you look at Sparky Anderson trying to figure out a way to put at least 5 points on the board here. There you see it, 2-2 in the 6th. And the Twins are beating the Blue Jays 2-1 in the 5th inning at the Humphrey Dome, as Mickey Tettleton sets in. It'll be the bottom of the lineup. Tettleton, Samuel, and Ingram to face Wilson Alvarez. First pitch, curveball up high. Mickey struck out on a curveball his first time up, was called out. Change up that misses down low. Randy Volade has a homer in that Yankee game. Kirby Puckett has one for the Twins. Misses way up and in. 3-0. So Alvarez got to throw some strikes right here, as Tettleton will be taking right down Broadway. And the first 20,000 fans attending the Friday, July 15th White Sox game against Cleveland at 7:05 will receive baseball cards featuring White Sox players courtesy of Kodak. For tickets, call 312-8311-SOX. That's a big series. Tettleton hacking at a high fastball, fouls it straight back over our heads. Nice crowd on hand this afternoon on a middle of the week afternoon contest. It's like the biggest crowd we've had so far. Tigers averaging just over 19,000 on the season here at Tiger Stadium. He walked him. And later tonight on WGN, the hills are alive with the sound of Griswolds. That's right, Chevy Chase and the family are back on vacation, but this time their playground is even bigger than Wally World. It's National Lampoon's European Vacation tonight at 11:30 on WGN Channel 9. Beverly D'Angelo also in that one. Here's Samuel. He popped the shortstop his first time up. Second walk issued by Alvarez. He walked the leadoff man the first inning. Rolls a curveball in there. Strike one. That was indeed a hanger. Ricardo Ingram on deck. Samuel had a homer in that first game of the doubleheader. Second start of the series. Hits this one in the air. Little hooper in right field. Here comes Howard. He's not going to get there. So the Tigers have something going. A walk and a blue pit.
Your patented duck snort.
Yeah.
Curveball.
Yeah, just kind of shanked it in there. His hands went forward. Everything was wrong with that swing except the end result. So Ingram the hitter. Tigers threatening. Top of the order coming up. Little confusion in the outfield there. So we're ready to go. As you look at the one dog, the captain of that outfield for the Sox, playing just to the left of center field for Ingram. There's a curveball strike. Another roller.
Well, Lance doing exactly the thing he should right there. A little doubt in his mind on where they wanted him to play Ingram and the outfield positioning. As all Sox fans know, a big part of the Sox success is the defensive positioning. Sometimes it looks a little funny, but over the course of 162 games, I think it's the best in the league without question.
That nickel package, as Ingram fouls that one straight back. Yeah, you got guys standing all over the plate, leaving huge, absolutely huge gaps. But most of the time, they don't hit them there.
Well, how about when the Sox will have 3 infielders on one side, and then the outfield is just way around the opposite way?
That's Harold Baines' shift right there. But it is amazing. So Ingram down on the count 0-2. Sox looking for 2 in the infield. Outfield pretty much straight away and deep. Curveball got him. That was a biter down and in out of the strike zone. So with 1 out and Phillips coming to the plate, let's pause for station identification.
This is America's #1 sports station, WGN-TV, Chicago.
Back at Tiger Stadium with Ken Harrelson, this is Tom Paciorek in Detroit. Sox leading this affair 6-1. They've out-hit the Bengals 9-3. I want to say a special hello to my mom and dad watching the ball game in Grand Blanc, Michigan. Big White Sox fans. There's a shot in the left field, base hit. Rain's charging. They're going to send Tettleton, and he will score. Boy, that ball was hit like a bullet and never got to the left fielder. Tigers get on the board at 6-2 Sox. That's amazing. That ball is hit like a shot. You would think on a normal field that Raines would have a shot to get Mickey Tettleton, who does not run fast. But no. See the cocking action right there. That's a belt high. He can get his hands back up on that one. Practically stops by the time Rock gets to it. So Phillips now at 44 driven in. Runners at first and second, and Chris Gomez the hitter. Well, he had a bullet back up the middle his last time up on an Alvarez fastball. So the Sox looking for 2. Curveball smoked into that gap in left center. Nobody's going to get that one. One hop the wall. 2 runs are going to score. Gomez thinking about going to third, pulls up at second with a 2 RBI 2-bagger. Boy, that was a hanger. Boy, he's been hanging that breaking ball this entire inning, Hawk.
That all starts with a leadoff walk.
Man, a lot of guys are going to hit this pitch. Watch it. Belt high right down the middle. Man, that ball was just screaming, hit me, and he did. It's now 6-4 Sox. 13th double for Gomez, and boy, I'll tell you, he just gets more and more impressive with every at bat. He's now driven in 46. The last time we saw him late in April, he didn't have any RBIs. Jose De Leon. He does not have a real good curveball.
He's been inconsistent.
Today.
He's broke off a couple of good ones, punched a couple of guys out on a good one.
Yeah, but the thing that I don't like is in a situation with runners on base, he's got to pour that gas in there. If he's going to get beat, he's got to be by his best pitch, not his second and third pitch. Here's Fryman. Fastball strike. Travis, an RBI single in the first inning, grounded into a fielder's choice in the third. Fastball hit in the air deep. Way back. Johnson to the wall. Lance got it. Never fear. One dog is here. Tagging. And going to third is Gomez. Oh, I thought he hit that one out. A few feet over to the left, and that would have been a homer. Like he got that one bell tie inner half. Didn't quite get enough. Oh, that is center cut. Put it up on a tee. And there you see the slide of Gomez into third. Travis Fryman. Oh, Lordy. So with 2 down, Cecil Fielder, they hit a runner at third. Cecil has struck out twice. Pours a fastball up and in. Alan Trammell on deck. As the Tigers, they have, when they get pitches that they can handle, they can put a lot of runs on the board in a hurry. Jam sandwich, line drive right back to Alvarez. Wilson makes the play, and that'll do it. Tigers come up 3, and after 5, Sox lead at 6-4. Back at Tiger Stadium in Detroit, what a lunch. Perfect day to have nachos and beer. About 160 degrees here in Detroit with humidity about the same. And there you see it, 6-4 White Sox trying to hang on, and Jose De Leon is warning up in earnest in the White Sox bullpen, so we'll see if Wilson Alvarez is done for the afternoon. Ground ball right side, base hit. So Tim Raines starts it off with a single to right. Sox trying to add on with just a 2-run lead now.
Gonna get the cane out and cane you, Wimpy.
Why?
Wham, wham, wham.
I am not a whiner. Here's Frank Thomas. Frank with a double, an RBI single, and a walk. So he's 2 for 2. What new? There's a fastball down low. He homered off Baver. Second game of the doubleheader a couple of days ago. The Big Hurt with 72 driven in now. Hits this one foul right field. Right there by the Sox bullpen. So the count even at 1. Julio Franco to follow, and Robin Ventura, who is swinging the bat very well this afternoon, is in the hole. Sox now in double digits in hits. We're in the 6th inning. As you see, Cecil Fielder holding Tim Raines. No, 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 no. Just misses outside. 2-1. So Frank's got the count in his favor. Oh, a low fastball out over the plate just a little bit. Tried to hump up on that palm ball right there. Misses up and in. 3-1. How many 3-1 counts do you think Frank Thomas has had during his career?
The only guy I know who's probably had more would be Tom Chorick.
Right. Mr. 0-2.
No, that was my title.
He rips it left field. Nobody's there. On a palm ball, here comes Timmy Raines into third base. He cruises in. Frank with a stand-up double. Man, Frank just not getting the elevation today. And the Hawkeroos pick the click. All right, we give. Frank wants that batting title. 24 doubles on the season. Watch this on 3-1.
Well, here's a palm ball he gets up. He's just lucky this ball stayed in the yard. Man.
Oh, boy. Yeah, there goes that back foot completely off the ground. Frank heard it. Henceforth the name, Big Hurt. So here's Julio Franco with a chance to do some damage. Juice lined out his last time up. He's grounded out twice prior to that. But his natural swing right here is the opposite way as he grounds it right side. That'll get a run in, a runner over to third base. Nice job of executing by Julio Franco.
Dadgum right, and that's exactly what he had in mind right there. That's all he wanted to do was get one in and one over. Watch his approach right here. He is not going to get greedy. Just going to move it inside out. That's experience. That's knowing how to pick up those ribbies, get your team in better shape.
And what Baber wanted to do with that palm ball is get him to turn over that top hand and pull it. But no. As Robin, that runner at third, they may go around him in this situation. They probably should, the way he's swinging today with Howard on deck. No offense to Dan, who has 2 doubles and a couple of runs scored. 7-4 Sox. That pitch high. That Wetzel Buddy warming up down there.
Yep.
Buddy Groom took something off.
Oh, he threw the ball well last night.
Oh, yeah. Well, he came in for Ventura.
Robin had no chance.
You're right. Infield in. Sparky trying to hit him off at the pass. As Robin, he's going to at least drive him in. Drive deep to left field. Ingram is there, makes the catch. Frank Thomas cruises in with the 8th White Sox run. And the second of this inning. Anyway, Robin. Sacrifice fly, RBI number 60 for Robin Ventura.
And that's the 90th time that Frank Thomas has scored.
To lead the world. Man, 90. How many games have we played?
83. Count this one.
Yeah, that's good. This one's not close to being completed as Dan Howard takes a strike on the outside corner. Dan's got his average up to 333 with a 2-for-3 afternoon, a couple of doubles and a run scored. Well, he smoked it his last time up. Ground ball, foul right side. Right to that 415 sign just right of center field.
Did you ever score 100 runs in a year?
Minor leagues. I think it was the
Hamtramck Pony League.
Hamtramck Pony League.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, every year in the minor leagues. Didn't have enough at-bats to qualify. You can pencil in 100 runs for Frank Thomas before this thing starts. Howard, ooh, blows him away with a fastball, and that'll do it. But the Sox come up with a couple, and after 5.5, lead at 8-4. There's umpire Drew Coble on this hot, muggy afternoon in the Motor City. So far, the Sox ahead 8-4 as one of my favorite songs being played here at Tiger Stadium.
Oh, I can't wait till they get to the chicken dance.
Oh yeah, well that's your star. They might change that
To the Hawk Walk, huh?
pound for pound. You could be. I'll tell you. High fives around. Good crowd on hand here in Detroit. They love their Tigers. If they got a new stadium here, they'd love them even a whole lot more.
They're going to get it.
Yeah, they need it. They could build a stadium just like it. I tell you, I was up in the, this upper deck seats here are just absolutely great. Good seating here. Here's Alan Trammell. Tram takes a curveball strike. Wilson Alvarez does indeed come out for the 6th inning. With De Leon still heating up in the bullpen. Junior Felix on deck. Allen's 0 for 2. A couple of ground outs. Has not really been a factor in this series.
No, he touched on it on the doubleheader on Tuesday. We're talking to some Tiger people. New owner here, Mike Ilitch. They just love him in Detroit, and he's a mover, and he is a competitor. I don't think as he takes a good fastball strike right there. He wants things to be just right here in Tiger Town. And that will certainly have to include a new ballpark and certainly some changes on the ball club.
You'd think so. Of course, Ilitch, the owner of the Red Wings also. And of course, Little Caesar's Pizza. 2-2 pitch coming up to Trammell, leading off the bottom of the 6th inning for the Tigers. Jam shot on the changeup. Boy, he flipped that one just into the crowd, left of the Tiger dugout.
Now here's where you can double him up inside, this time with a heater. You have to show him that changeup.
Sox are playing Trammell to pull in the outfield. Big gap in right center between Howitt and Johnson. Did he go? No, no, no. Sports Channel and the Sports Authority are teaming up to present the official youth baseball camps of the Chicago White Sox. For more information on the White Sox training centers, call 708-PLAY-BALL. Trammell hitting at .299 with 6 homers, 24 driven in on the season. Fastball, pulls it foul by Dick Trzaskowski, who has been a coach here in Detroit for about a century now. Trixie over there at third. Gene Roof, the first base coach for Detroit. A happy camper with a souvenir. High fastball. Never fear. One dog is here. Center field. Lance Johnson puts it away. There's one gone. Pitching line on Wilson Alvarez, 5 1/3, giving up 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 of which are earned. 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. He's thrown only 71 pitches. That's a surprise. Here's Junior Felix. I'll tell you, Junior Felix stands as close to the plate. He's on the line. And actually, if he bent over just a little bit, leaned in, he'd be over the plate. Uh-oh. Got to eat that one. Infield single for Felix.
Oh, Baltimore chop trick. Nothing you can do.
Like a Hamtramck chop right there.
And a reminder, all kids ages 14 and under attending the Sunday, July 17th Sox game against Cleveland. That'll be at 1:35. We'll receive a baseball bat bag. Compliments of all the good folks at Gatorade. Cindy Sisson and all the good folks at Gatorade. So for tickets, just dial 312-831-1-SOX.
I think if Wilson lets that ball go, that had a vicious spin on it right at the last. That may have rolled foul.
What? In that grass?
Well, I was just thinking that, but it did take a big hop at the last. There's a strike on the outside corner. Mickey Tettleton walked and scored his last time up. We've got one out in the Tigers' 6. Sox leading it 8-4. De Leon's been warming up for a long time. Can't get the heater. 0-2. Tell you what, if you can't get ready on a day like today.
Wah, wah, wah.
These are not even good eating days, you know. You got to force yourself to eat. Curveball misses down and in.
Maybe I've never seen you in a position on a day of any sort that you had to force yourself to eat.
It's true. That's not as easy to eat.
That's a different way of putting it.
Sox with that 3-game series in Milwaukee, and then the All-Star break. Then return home. Yes, sir. Punches him out on the outside corner. The fastball by Alvarez. Strikeout number 7.
He just gasses him up outside right here. Well, that's right on the corner. Beautiful pitch, beautiful location. As the skipper, Gene Lamont, out to the mound. He has made the call to the pen, so the 24-year-old southpaw Wilson Alvarez will depart. Jose De Leon comes on. We'll be back with his numbers right after this brief interlude. And AT&T's first call to the bullpen is for the 33-year-old right-hander Jose De Leon. AT&T salutes fast right. The AT&T Business Advantage. Let it work for you.
Okay, Wilson Alvarez in line to pick up his 10th victory of the season. If Jose De Leon and the Sox relievers can get the Tigers out here in the last 3 1/3 innings of this ball game. Jose, 2-2 with a 3.13 ERA in 30 games, has 1 save to his credit. Look at the strikeouts, 48 and 46 innings. That's good. 31 hits, 22 walks. Last appearance 2 nights ago, game 2, 1 inning, 1 strikeout. Nada. Curveball, Samuel bunts it. LaValliere pounces on it like a big cat and throws him out. So 1 pitch and De Leon gets the job done. Tigers come up empty after 6 from Detroit. Sox lead at 8-4. Top of the 7th inning. There you see the good news. Sox lead it by 4. They have out-hit the Tigers 11-6, each team with 1 error. Jose De Leon threw 1 pitch and got Juan Samuel on a bunt attempt. So we go to the 7th. Wetzel Buddy Groom warming for the Tigers in their bullpen as Craig Graybeck steps in. Gravy 1 for 2, an RBI single and a good sacrifice bunt his last time up. Fastball, he fouls it off Mickey Tettleton. That one misses outside. Count 1-1. Michael LaValliere to follow. And then Ozzie Guillen. Sparky may just go with the lefty versus lefty. Good palm ball right there. 1-2. Say, when he throws that thing right, it's a tough pitch to handle.
Yeah, last inning he overthrew it. Throwing it too hard, left it up, got hurt.
Yeah. He's got to be way off of his fastball with the speed of the palm ball. There's a heater, misses outside. Yeah, you would think with the 3 consecutive lefties coming up, and Sparky wants to make sure that they have a chance in the late innings, he'd go to the lefty. Fastball up high. Payoff. He pops him up center field. Well, every fly ball is an adventure for the Detroit outfield now. And Juan Samuel, little Bronx cheer there by the Tiger fans. They know what's going on out there. And that's the first out. Well, Papa Smurf not making an appearance out of the Tiger dugout, so he's going to go with Baber. As LaValliere steps in, Spanky. A walk, a single, and an RBI. Jam shot in the center field. Perfect. Like about a half wedge right there. Ever so soft.
Little flop shot.
So Spanky now with his second hit. Had an RBI single his last time up. He just flopped it in there, huh? Here's Ozzie 0 for 3. Tigers looking for 2. Fastball, can't get it. And the terrace rooms at Comiskey Park offer groups a great way to enjoy a White Sox game with a tremendous view of the field. For more information on the terrace rooms catered by the Levy restaurants, call 312-335-5045. They're good.
Boy, they put out some good stuff, don't they?
Yeah. Pops the palm ball, shallow right. Junior Felix puts it away, and there's 2 gone. Here's the 1 dog. Lance is 0 for 4, and here comes Sparky. Bet he doesn't step on that line. Whoops. Jumps right over, and Wetzel Buddy Groom will be coming in to pitch to Lance Johnson with a runner at first base and 2 out here in the top of the 7th inning. So a break in the action. We'll be back to tell you about the Tiger southpaw right after this. Eight 4 Tigers to White Sox. Excuse me. That's good news. Tigers with 4 runs, 6 hits, and errors. Sox with 8 runs in this ball game. And it is hot in Detroit, as you can see. Shirtless crowd, especially in the bleachers. And Wetzel Buddy Groom from Dallas, Texas, who's 0-1 with a 4.58 earned run average in 29 games. 19 2/3, giving up 19 hits, 18 strikeouts, 10 walks. Lance Johnson, first pitch, strike right there outside corner. Well, he came in yesterday, punched out Robin Ventura. He made it look easy. There's LaValliere not being held on. I wonder why. Go, Spanky, go. If he does, it's free beer and pizza at Shaner's in Sarasota. That pitch down low. I know they're watching at Riley's daughter in Oaklawn, so big hello to everyone there. Boz O'Brien, its proprietor. Fouled off. Boy, he's a little tardy on that fastball by Groom. Hey, Buddy Groom looks like he's throwing the ball pretty well. We've seen him go at a couple of White Sox hitters. Well, he's better equipped for that relief role than he is as a starter. Way up high, Mickey Tettleton. Count full. Three and 2. There's a ground ball left side. That should do it. Trammell over the top. Throws Lance out, and that'll do it. We go to the 7th inning stretch. Sox lead it 8-4.
Right now, let's check out our Miller Lite Major League scoreboard. There you see the Yankees leading California 4-2 8th inning at the stadium. 3-1 Twinkies over the Blue Jays. That's in the 8th at the Humphrey Dome. Later on, Seattle at Boston, Johnson against Seeley. Oakland at Baltimore, Milwaukee at Kansas City, Eldred against Gordon. Good pitching matchup right there. And Cleveland against the Rangers at the ballpark, Nagy against Leary. National League, Philadelphia takes on the Giants in San Francisco, Colorado at Florida. Pittsburgh against Davey Johnson's Reds at Riverfront, Cook against Hanson. Houston against the Cubs, Kyle against Banks. Mets take on the Dodgers in Los Angeles. And Montreal against San Diego at Jack Murphy. Right here, an 8-4 Sox lead as right-hander Jose De Leon taking his warm-up pitches in the bottom of the 7th inning. He will face Ricardo Ingram. In the top of the order, Tony Phillips and Chris Gomez. Just a lovely day here in Detroit. We hope wherever you are, it's the same. And please make it a safe.
I hope not.
Wah, wah,
I hope
wah.
you're sitting in a nice air-conditioned room right now.
Get the cane out.
That didn't hurt.
Give you 2. Here's Ingram. Grounded to third and struck out. Inside our curveball. And the count 1-0. Outfield straight up. Tigers with 1 in the first. If you joined us late, there's a curveball strike. 3 in the 5th. Sox with 4 in the 2nd. 2 in the 5th and 2 in the 6th. Just 1 homer in this ball game. It was a rocket off the bat of Robin Ventura, his 14th of the season, leading off the 5th inning. Yes, he did. So De Leon on top, a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, Dane Johnson just stretching a bit.
The ball here to the outside. Yes, he's gone. 8th strikeout by Sox pitching. First by De Leon.
Now he goes fishing for a high fastball. Boy, Jose averaging over a strikeout an inning. Oh, he's really tough on right-handed hitters. You just don't pick up the ball on him.
Here's Tony Phillips. 1 for 2. A walk, a strikeout, a single, an RBI, and he scored twice. Tried to backdoor him with a curveball, misses. Eight, 12-1 for the Sox, 4, 6-1 for the Tigers. That splitter, low and inside. 2-0. And once again, a reminder, Jason Brea against Angel Miranda tonight. Check that tomorrow night from County Stadium in Milwaukee. We'll have that game for you right here over WGN. On Saturday, Scott Sanderson against Ricky Bonas. And in the finale of that 3-game set at County Stadium, Black Jack McDowell will tee it up against the big right-hander Billy Wegman. And the All-Star break before the Tribe comes to town. Chops that one foul. It'll be the 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th. Followed by the Tigers. The 18th, 19th, and 20th. So the Sox, 4 big games against Cleveland in a 7-game homestand. Cues that one. There's a definite nudge. can't recall the last season, Wimpy, but the All-Star break has jumped up this quickly.
Yeah. Season has just flown by. Unbelievable.
Craig Graybeck, piece of cake, 2 hopper, 2 down. That'll bring up Chris Gomez. He's 2 for 3, a single, a double, and 2 RBIs. Chris hitting .274 with 7 homers, 46 knocked in. Takes it low and away. It's always nice to go to Milwaukee, Wimpy, when we go over to Geneva National. Lake Geneva, one of the most beautiful resorts in the United States.
Yes, it is.
Curveball strike. Play a little golf ball in the morning.
Yeah.
Take a snooze, get up, go to the ballpark. Watch a Sox victory. Come back, do the same thing the next day. Well, you know, somebody's got to do it.
That's right. Might as well be us. A Tony Bennett lookalike, Tony Antonu. What a guy.
Boy, his nose is really getting heavy lately. Gained some weight in that proboscis. Fastball right on the outside corner. Beauty of a pitch by De Leon. And to count 2-2. Watch out. Youngest member on this ball club at just 23, and what a good looking young player. Full count. This guy's going to be here for a while.
Yeah, he's got a whole lot of talent. Play that infield, and he looks like he's going to have a chance to really be an outstanding hitter.
Caught up a pretty good pitch right there from De Leon. Another good-looking youngster, Travis Fryman, on deck. He's just 25, out of Lexington, Kentucky. Brother of Troy, who's in the White Sox organization. There's a base hit in the left field. So Gomez 3 for 4. Leading with that left elbow. He got some strong hands. We've talked about so often. Classic example of leading with that left elbow on an inside fastball, hitting it hard and keeping it fair, was Mike Schmidt.
Yeah.
Tremendously strong hands Michael had. There's a curveball strike. Fryman 1 for 3, RBI single in the first. Another hook, another strike. Boy, he is, as you mentioned, he's tough on right-handed hitters. Throws that shoulder at you, all of a sudden comes around with a big sweeping hook. Whew. Wire to the outside. Fastball misses high and away, and the count 1-2. And as a hitter, you can only bail so much.
Yeah, without completely humiliating yourself.
There he is. He's gone. Nothing across for Detroit. There was a hit. No errors of man left. They have stranded 5 after 7. Sox by 4. Top of the 8th inning. Good guys on top by 4. You see, Big Frank 3 for 3. A couple of doubles, RBI. 381 he is hitting as we speak. Sox with 6 extra base hits. Chris Gomez 3 for 4 with 2 ribbies for the Tigers. It'll be Raines, Thomas, and Franco to face the southpaw Wetzel Buddy Groom Jr. Dallas, Texas. Blue Jays have come back to tie up Minnesota at 3. That's after 8. Little looper in the right center field. Junior Felix now makes the adjustment. Comes on. 1 pitch, 1 out. California did not score in the top of the 8th at the stadium, trailing New York 4-2. Langston against Key. Those 2 runs for the Blue Jays. Devon White hit a 2-run shot, his 11th of the year in the 8th inning. Big Frank, he's 4 for 4.
We give.
Big Frank, as he's standing at first base, now hitting .384.
He's good.
384. Jeez, man. At the All-Star break. Wow. Here's Franco. Takes the ball. Julio 0 for 4, but he has driven in a run, his 75th of the year. Did his job back in the 6th inning with men on second, third, nobody out. Hit a ground ball to second baseman. Got 1 in and 1 over. When he got over, Big Frank, he scored on a sacrifice fly by Robin Ventura. That's low. 2-1 the count. He joined us late. Wilson Alvarez went 5 2/3, giving up 4 runs, 3 earned, 6 hits, 2 walks, had 7 strikeouts. There's a chopper up the middle and into center field for a base hit. Big Frank will turn. He'll move on into third.
Well, Julio finally finds himself a hole. Hey, what? It's not that easy to hit a chopper through any hole here at Tiger Stadium with the cut of the grass. So Robin, the batter, well, he's had a fine afternoon for himself.
He's 2 for 2, a double, a walk, a homer, a sacrifice fly. Scored twice. Hitting .265 with 14 homers and 60 knocked in. Fouls it back. The ball hit into left field. That's going to be deep enough to get Big Frank home. He will score. And it's 9-4 Sox. Third RBI for Ventura this afternoon. Also, the 91st run scored by Thomas. Here's Dan Howard. He's 2 for 4, a couple of doubles and a couple of runs scored. Gas.
Well, Frank improves on that on-base percentage, which was .509 coming in, and this slugging percentage, which was .781.
781.
Those are like little league numbers, you know, the big kid.
It is.
That nobody can get out. That's amazing.
One and two the count. Greg Catteray, another left-hander, loosening up for Detroit. 781.
Yeah, starting. So it's a little higher.
There's a base hit in the left field for Howard. So he's 3 for 5. It's contagious. That's why they call him the Big Hurt.
Whew. He's something.
You missed the game the other night. Tiger fans out in the center field bleachers had a big sign out there with Cecil's picture and number on it, called him the Bigger Hurt. Here's Graybeck. Fouls the fastball back. Greg 1 for 3, but he's done 2 real good things. Had an RBI single. He scored a run back in the second. That was the first run knocked in by Sox hitters this afternoon. And in the 5th inning, with Howard at second, sacrifice bunt moving him over to third, where he scored. Count evens at 1. There's a shot right to Travis Fryman. Boy, he heard it right to the wrong spot. But the Sox get on the board with 1 more, 3 hits. After 7.5, they lead it by 5.
Bottom of the 8th inning, Sox lead it 9-4. Jose De Leon pitching for the Sox in relief of Wilson Alvarez, who stands to win his 10th game of the season. As you look at the crowd here, 22,110 here in attendance this afternoon. The middle of the lineup for the Tigers here in the 8th. Cecil Fielder, Alan Trammell, and Junior Felix against a tough right-hander, Jose De Leon. Cecil, a couple of strikeouts. He lined out to the pitcher, didn't hit the ball particularly hard. That was at Alvarez at the end of the 5th inning. Breaking ball, hits it off the end of the bat. Graybeck backpedaling, calls for it, and makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down here in the Tiger 8th.
After 7.5 from the stadium in New York, Yankees still leading 4-2. And after 8 at the Humphrey Dome, still tied at 3, Minnesota and Toronto.
Alan Trammell takes a curveball inside. Well, if the Sox can win this afternoon, put a little pressure on the Cleveland Indians, who are playing tonight. Would move to within a game and a half of the Tribe in the AL Central. Fastball, he fouls that one back. Well, Cleveland this year is 29-11 at home. Wow. There's 20-20 on the road. Sox trying to improve that road record to 23-17. He paints him on the outside corner. And with the conclusion of that series in Milwaukee, he got him. Splitter. So Alan Trammell 0 for 4. Well, you don't see that very often.
That's pretty good sequence by De Leon. Thing that set up that splitter right there was that great fastball on the outside corner of the previous pitch. As we take a look at our upcoming telecast right here with WGN, there you see all 3 of those games from County Stadium. 7 tomorrow, 7 on Saturday, and 1 on Sunday.
And a dugout show at 12:30 on Sunday with the game to follow at 1. Junior Felix, the Silk Man, will join us for that one. Dan Roan. As Junior Felix takes ball 1. 2 out here in the Tiger 8. That one misses. Now with the White Sox, after they conclude that series with the Brewers, will play the same. Will have played the same amount of games at home and on the road. Exactly. Going into the All-Star break. That one misses outside. 3-0. Jose has struck out 3. And he's got to come back. Mickey Tettleton on deck. Fastball outside corner. 3-1. Tigers starting today's action 11 games back of New York in the AL East. Toronto 13.5 back. Wow. 12 games under. He walked him. First walk issued by De Leon. And Dennis Cook beginning to throw in the White Sox bullpen. Sox are going to play Tettleton way around the pull. Tim Raines way off the line in left field. There's a big gap between he and Lance Johnson in left center. First pitch. Breaking ball misses. So Mickey, a couple of strikeouts, a walk, and a run scored this afternoon. Still looking for his first hit in this series. Breaking ball. 2-0. Well, you can see Mickey's in a bit of a funk up there. He does have a good hitter's count right here at 2-0, trying to dial it up, and he pops it up. Shallow right center. Dan Howitt calls off Lance Johnson, and that'll do it. Tigers strand a runner. We go to the 9th. Sox lead it 9-4. We are back at Tiger Stadium, and it's time for what else? The chicken dance. One of the big attractions here at Tiger Stadium are those funky tunes. And here's the Hawk Walk. What does a farmer do to a chicken?
I like that chicken dance.
That's fun.
Got a new battery, John Flaherty, Greg Cataray. As Ron Karkovice will lead it off, he'll hit for LaValliere. Fastball goes through it. LaValliere 2 for 3 this afternoon with an RBI. There's Flaherty. Chad Kreuter moves in at first base in place of Big Cecil. Fastball off the plate. 9-15-1 for the Sox. 4-7-1 for the Tigers. That's low. 2 balls and a strike. Clark hitting .215, 9 homers. He's knocked in 27 on the year. As the Sox trying to make it 3 out of 4 against the Tigers in this series. Yes, he did. Could not check it up.
Yeah, and get 15 games over the 500 mark, which would be a high weather mark.
High weather mark, huh? The 2-2. Oh, good splitter right there. So with one out here in the top of the ninth, let's pause for station identification.
This is America's #1 sports station, WGN-TV, Chicago.
On with the Duke Meister, Tom Paciorek. This is the Hawk and Harrelson from Tiger Stadium in Detroit. Ozzie steps in. He's 0 for 4 this afternoon. Heater up and in. Slider low and away. That's the way you're supposed to do it, isn't it? Up and in and low and away.
Well, both those pitches missed a foot from being in the strike zone.
Well, in a 9-4 lead, one out top of the ninth. See, Ozzie is a real pro. He doesn't mind just going ahead and giving them the bat away occasionally. You know,
he knows the plane's waiting.
That's what you'd call a perfunctory at bat. Watch out.
Is that the same thing as giving it batted away?
Well, in a sense.
Big welcome to Bubba McDaniel at the ball game today.
There's a chopper, comebacker. 2 down.
Bubba, big star in Goodrich, Michigan. Tell you, he can play. And Wendy's presents the Family Sox Pack at Comiskey Park. For only $15 per person, fans receive a game ticket and food coupon in an alcohol and smoke-free area. For more information on the Wendy's Family Sox Pack, call 312-451-5357.
Lance Johnson takes the ball. Lance 0 for 5, but he has knocked in a run and he has scored a run. Fouls that fastball away. And after this half inning, stay with us. We're not going to go to commercial break. We're going to toss it to Tom Skilling for a special report on some severe weather back in Chicago. Watch out. The 1-2 pitch. Another chopper foul. He joined us late. Tigers took the lead with an unearned run in the first inning. Sox came right back in the second with 4 big tallies. Sox added 2 in the fifth, make it 6-1. Then a 3 spot by the Tigers in the bottom of the fifth, but the Sox in the sixth added 2 more. Another one in the eighth, and they lead it 9-4. Got him on a breaking pitch, so a 1-2-3 inning for Greg Cataway. We'll go to the bottom of the ninth with the Sox on top 9-4 right now. Let's go back to Chicago and Tom Skilling.
He's okay. He's okay. Really?
First pitch to Juan Samuel, leading off the bottom of the ninth inning, is a strike from right-hander Jose De Leon in relief of Wilson Alvarez. 9-4 Sox on top. That curveball hangs high and inside. Samuel 1 for 3, a single and a run scored back in the fifth inning. Just one homer by Robin Ventura. His 14th of the season. Robin with 3 ribbies. He now has 61 on the year. Gets out in front of that fastball. Ron Karkovice remains in the ball game behind the plate. And also a reminder, be sure and stay tuned right here with WGN throughout the afternoon for more updates on those severe weather warnings around the Chicago and Cook County areas. Fastball off the plate, 2-2. Fastball up and in, and a full count to Samuel. That fastball, Souvenir. Sox trying to pick up their 49th victory of the season. And as Wimpy mentioned, go 15 games over their high water mark of the year. Or, in Wimpy's words, their high weather mark.
Same thing. 2 terms are interchangeable.
It is. You know, I mean, it really is. No big, misdemeanor there. Another Souvenir. Caught the mask of Karkovice. Sox also trying to grab a 5-4 season series edge against the Tigers, as you see a final from the stadium. Yankees over the Angels 5-2. Well, Baltimore had pulled it within a half game of New York. Pops that fastball up into left field. Tim Raines, can of corn. Lead man down. And want to send a big White Sox hello to Neil Marks from Oxford, Ohio. Big Sox fan. Watches all the games over WGN. The big White Sox, yes, to Neil Marks of Oxford, Ohio. Ricardo Ingram takes a curveball strike. Another hook, another strike. He got some of these right-handers talking to themselves. That curveball lifted into left field. That's going to fall for a base hit. Got that one up, hung it. So Ingram 1 for 4.
Well, when that pitch is up like that, you can still get fooled. He didn't have a very good bat speed right there. He was just able to place the bat on the ball and get himself a knock.
That'll bring up the leadoff hitter, the designated hitter this afternoon, Tony Phillips. He's walked and scored. That was in the first, struck out in the third, single, knocked in a run, and scored another one in the fifth, and he grounded to second in the seventh. Takes a splitter strike. Ventura at the cut of the grass at third, outfield. Playing Tony slightly to pull. They are spread out. Frank playing behind Ingram at first. One and one the count. Activity down in the Sox pen. Big, hard throwing right-hander who has been throwing hard and well lately, Roberto Hernandez. Shot foul at the plate. So a 1-ball, 2-strike count to the 35-year-old veteran all-purpose player for Detroit. What a great man to have on your ball club. Play anywhere. On-base percentage is outstanding. Always up there, either 1, 2, or 3 in walks in the league. This year he's got 44 runs knocked in. Slaps that fastball out of play. Well, in today's marketplace, Tony Phillips, especially on a contending team, is invaluable. Very durable. Ball gets away from Karkovice. So Ingram will move into second. Splitter from De Leon. Like a play that Kark should have made. Final from the Humphrey Dome. Blue Jays beat the Twins 4-3. That's up high. And a full count to Phillips. They credit that a wild pitch. Got him on the outside corner. Like a good splitter. Third strikeout for De Leon.
Well, he sure doesn't like the call by Drew Coble. He really fooled him with the pitch selection right there. Tony looking dead red.
Well, Sparky coming out to listen in and intervene.
Look good from here.
So they're 2 out. And that'll bring up the second baseman, Chris Gomez, who is 3 for 4. A couple of singles and a 2-run double. There's that final we just mentioned from Minneapolis. Fastball strike. As we mentioned, we have had some real solid umpiring in this series. That's trouble. That's going to fall for a base hit right on the line as Ricardo Ingram scores, and it's 9-5. Fourth hit for Gomez. Picks up his 47th ribby.
Little chalk right here as Gomez gets his second consecutive hit off the tough right-hander De Leon. Watch where this ball lands. Oop, like on the outer half, outside mark of that chalk line.
That's where it was. Travis Fryman takes a hook strike. Travis 1 for 4, had a first inning RBI single. Hit into a fielder's choice, fly deep to center, and struck out. Fouls that fastball down, so the Tigers down to their last bullet, 0-2 with 2 out here in the bottom of the 9th inning. 9-15-1 for the Sox, 5-9-1 for Detroit.
You know who this guy is?
Who is this guy, Duke?
This is the guy we've been waiting for 3 hours and 9 minutes.
Splitter got him on the outside corner, and the ball game is over. So Jose De Leon comes on and does some yeoman work in relief of Wilson Alvarez as the Sox make it 3 out of 4. They win at 9-5. Wimpy and I'll be back to wrap it up right after this. And today's Miller Genuine Draft Light play of the game came in the second inning. Sox trailing 1-0. Craig Graybeck at the plate with Ventura at third, Howard at second. Wimpy.
And what a nice job by Craig. He's got to go the opposite way to try and get the runner in and the runner over to third base for the next guy, but he just accomplishes both feats. He gets himself an RBI and gets that runner to the third. That really jump-started the White Sox offense, and they cruised from there.
And the totals on the board for the finale of this 4-game set against the Tigers. For the good guys, 9 runs, 15 hits, 1 error. They stranded 11. For Detroit, 5 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. They left 7. Wilson Alvarez, a winner. He is 10-4. Mike Moore takes a loss, 8-8. And credit Jose De Leon, who did such a fine job with his second save of the season. Our next Sox telecast right here on WGN will be tomorrow night when the Sox travel to County Stadium to take on the Milwaukee Brewers. Airtime from Milwaukee will be 7 p.m. Central. So for my partner, the Whimperoo, Tom Pachorik, our producer-director, Skip Ellison, this is a Hawk and Harrelson. So long, everybody.
White Sox baseball on WGN is brought to you by Miller Lite. Great taste, less filling. Can your beer do this? Your local Ford dealer. Quality people with quality products. Coca-Cola Classic. Always a hit. Always Coca-Cola. AT&T Business Advantage. Let it work for you. Aflac, insuring over 38 million people worldwide. Toyota and their full line of quality cars and trucks. Toyota, I love what you do for me. And by Southwest Airlines at close-in Midway Airport. It's just plain smart.